Welcome to Bourbon School. I'm Marianne.
And I'm Brian, and today we are going to go back to these 3 bottles and try to find out if Four Roses is hot garbage or not.
I don't think it is.
Let's find out, guys.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Brian.
Yes.
So Lauren was here a couple weeks ago, and
Right.
I set up a blind of Four Roses for the two of you.
Yes.
And what the people need to know is that you were really sick, and
Yes.
Lauren was starting to get sick. So I am convinced that your taste buds were off.
Yeah.
in
I
this
was
blind.
definitely stuffy, for sure. I was getting over it, but I was still stuffy.
You were coughing,
Yeah.
So anyway, I think this video is going to be really cool because it's starting out with us, and then there's going to be your blind in there with Lauren, and then coming back to us. So in a way, our viewers are going to get all 3 of us in this video.
Right. And
So check out this cool format that we're doing today.
And the original intent was Lauren and I did the blind to try to decide, are these new single barrels, these individual recipe ones, are they better than the old single barrel?
Right.
And well, you'll see. We'll play some clips.
Yeah, we're not going to give away the secrets.
So watch these clips and then we'll come back and then kind of retaste them.
Has a little bit of a bourbon hug, but not. I don't know. It's kind of, I would say that this is
a weird one.
Weird balance of flavors.
It's a weird one, yeah. So that was a weird one, the first one.
Weird.
All right. Boy,
Four Roses.
all of these, all of these have
It's going to be a Four Roses hate session.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So
Our
far, the
beloved.
first 2. This one smell okay. So I've heard people say this, and I'm definitely getting it this time around. Play-Doh.
What?
100%. It smells like Play-Doh. I've never eaten Play-Doh.
Allegedly.
Play-Doh.
Oh, I don't like this one.
What's that one?
It almost has like a gum. Mint, not gum. Oh, not even mint. Like a fake gumminess to it.
These all taste like cleaning products.
I'm
Yes.
having one.
This is the Pine Sol.
They all do. Pine Sol, Play-Doh, Pine Sol. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Brian, what the heck? My expectations were so high. I was so excited going into this, and I'm just...
Okay. Like,
It's not-
I am shocked at how unpleasant these 3 were.
I mean, I feel like I can't even defend Four Roses anymore after this. This was just...
Okay. So we were not fans.
No. Hot garbage?
Like, it was,
Did you say hot garbage?
I don't know if I said hot garbage in that video.
Oh.
I've said it a couple times here already.
Okay.
But like, my thing was, I was so disappointed. Like, I was like, oh my God, like Four Roses sucks for us now. So like, that's why I wanted to do this again and try to like because traditionally, and I think a lot of people in Whiskey Tube have said this, and we have had this happen a lot of times. Traditionally, Four Roses doesn't do well in
It
blinds
does
for
not.
us against other bourbons.
At Bourbon School, Four Roses does not do well in blinds.
But all 3 of us seem to like it on its own.
Absolutely. If you were going to offer me a Four Roses pour in an evening, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Right. So anyway, we've got the same bottles here. So the old green label single barrel, and then we've got the OESK and the OBSF. Still have not gotten.
Excuse me.
What?
What color?
That's green.
It's brown.
Okay, whatever.
Brian is colorblind. He can't see red, green, and brown.
We
That brings me so much joy.
Still have not gotten the OESO.
No, we should get it. You're
Just
right.
for the record.
Okay.
Okay. But let's just go one at a time. We're not even blinding. We're just, at this point, we're just tasting them.
I'm still laughing. I'm sorry. Sorry.
We'll taste them, and then we'll decide at the end if we end up changing our minds
Okay.
and like liking these better, then we can decide which one we like the best.
Okay.
And give a recommendation.
So
but let's start with the old single
With the
barrel
OG.
first.
OG. Okay.
Okay. So I'm pouring for myself first because you were rude and insolent about my color blindness. So there you go.
So good. You guys, it's totally brown.
So the notes that they give on the old single barrel not batch specific. Rye spice, apricot, pear, cinnamon, toasted oak.
You know?
Okay. That to me is way better because I think one of these, actually two of them I said pine sol on and one I said Play-Doh.
Oh.
This is sweet. It's like got a buttery finish. There's sweetness. There's a peppery burn.
Definite pepper burn.
That to me.
And I am definitely getting a cinnamon oaky flavor on it for sure. Still no pear.
So to me, and I think this is why Four Roses doesn't do as well for us. To me, it's a little off profile for what we usually like. It's not quite as sweet and caramely and rich like that, but it definitely, that tastes like Four Roses to me. There is no off flavors like I was getting in the last one.
Yeah. Now I'm going to disagree with you. I am getting an oaky flavor on there for sure. It is not ending bitter, which I really, really enjoy.
Right.
I get the butter. If you poured this for me at nighttime, I would happily drink it. Oh, and I'm getting, guess what? I'm getting the Kentucky Hug right now.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that it doesn't have good flavors in it. I'm saying it's not like sweet, rich caramel brown sugar. It is the definite, like you get some sweetness, but it definitely leans more towards the rye spice and the pepper.
I agree with that.
And stuff like that.
For sure.
So, and what I'm saying is maybe that's why Four Roses doesn't do as good for us against other bourbons.
It could
because we lean towards those sweeter
those
caramel
other notes. I gotcha.
It's good though.
Sure.
I mean, that, I'm already like, kind of like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Because I was like, oh my God, is Four Roses terrible?
Okay, which one do you want to go
so
with next?
Let's go to the one that's maybe the least. All right, let's go the OESK. So OESK says baking spice, mellow oak, tea leaves, and caramel. So this one.
So this one should have more of that bourbon-y flavor that we're looking for.
Yeah, and I feel like those tasting notes they're giving us are a little more on the mellow side compared to the OBSF, which seems a lot more like rye forward and maybe a little more off profile.
Are they all the same proof?
They all come in at 100 proof.
Thank
the
you.
original one was always 100 proof.
Okay.
These are also 100 proof. So again, this is the OESK, and I have had an OESK barrel strength that I enjoyed.
Okay, well.
See this one? Okay. To me, it smells a little piney to me. So I'm wondering if this is one of the ones I got the pine sol off of.
This is definitely ending very bittery. It is not ending sweet. I'm not getting any sort of caramel there.
Oh, that's not sweet at all.
No, and to be very honest, right now if I was just comparing these two, the OG wins.
I would agree.
For me,
I think this one drinks very much like a rye.
Yes.
And immediately, I think that's why neither one of us are like drawn to it.
No, it's honestly, it's making my salivary glands activate. Like I'm getting a drooly kind of
I'm
thing
not
in my
hating
mouth.
it, but it definitely, like, I feel like I'm drinking, like, I feel like I'm drinking a rye that like leans toward a bourbon drinker. Like we've had those before. I feel like that's what I'm drinking.
If you gave this to me, I would not waste my evening pour on that. It's too bitter for me.
So I am getting some bitterness. I'm getting a lot of rye spice. I'm getting a really strong cinnamon note.
Oh, I see. I didn't get that. I got cinnamon in our first one, in the original.
I don't think it's terrible. I would say if you're giving me a choice, I'm choosing the old single barrel at this point over that one.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's go with this is the OBSF.
Okay, I would have poured for you.
That's all right. Let the man do it. And this one, the flavor notes they give you are delicate rye, apple, mint, clove, and cocoa, which is a totally different flavor profile than what they're giving on this one.
I think I want another sip of water.
Yeah, same. All right, so let's get into the OBSF. This is the newest one we've gotten. The only time we've tried this, and I don't even know if you tried it when we were doing the blind, but the only time we tried this is when Lauren and I did the blind.
not. Do I have something in my glass? Or oh no, you know what? It's just the
It's probably foam. We've got styrofoam all over from putting away the village.
We're very late in putting the village away.
It's March and we're just putting away the Christmas village. Okay, this one, I'm getting the least off the nose on. It's very ethanol to me.
Oh. Okay. Well, clearly everybody's going to know what I think about it right away. This is also very pine sol-y. I don't think now I'm going to have to make an apology. At the start of this video, I said, to be fair, you guys were sick and maybe your taste buds were off.
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
okay, so I will say this. I'm not getting any of those.
Ooh, that's bitter and
It's bitter.
medicinal. It's very medicinal.
I'm not getting any of the really off flavors. Like, I literally said Play-Doh. I'm not getting anything like Play-Doh
Sure.
or Pine Sol. This one, to me, is kind of like the first one without any of the sweetness. Because I'm getting that peppery note. I'm getting the rye notes. But it doesn't have that sweetness on it. And it does finish bitter. Like, I've got a bitterness on my palate after it's long gone. This, I think it's definitely my least favorite of the three. I am going to take another sip.
Agree. I took one sip. I got a real medicinal, bitter flavor. I took a sip of water and I went back to the original, and I like it just so much better.
I don't think. Okay. This last one, the second sip was better. Like, I'm actually going to take a third and see if it improves.
Sorry.
But I don't. There is something weird about it. Like, that has a weird flavor note to it.
Yep.
This might be the one where I said Play-Doh. I'm not getting a strong aroma of Play-Doh, but I am getting something weird off of this one.
I would agree. For me, like I said, I'm repeating myself, but it was a definite like Lysol-y and medicinal type flavor. I didn't like it.
Okay, third sip, it's definitely getting better.
Okay.
But every time, no matter how many sips and no matter how sweet it feels at the beginning, I am left with a very bitter medicinal coating on my tongue with the OBSF.
Ooh.
I don't think it's bad.
Ooh.
I don't think it's great. It's my least favorite.
It's
for
not
sure.
for me.
I don't like that bitterness on my palate when it's gone. Like, you want a bourbon to leave a nice, maybe smokiness,
Yeah,
or
caramel
or
sweet.
sweet.
You don't want to end bitter.
You don't want bitterness left on your
No.
tongue. It's like I drank cough syrup.
Yes.
Like when I was a kid, that cough syrup, and it would leave that bitterness in your mouth.
It's just
that
off-putting.
OBSF is like that. Yeah.
All I want to feel, all I want at the end of a sip of bourbon is a sweet flavor with a nice burn.
Okay.
I enjoy that warmth that bourbon gives me, and I've said this before, and haters came after me about it.
Okay. So let's give a final analysis here. First question, is Four Roses hot garbage?
No.
No. I agree with you.
No.
I think we absolutely were suffering because we were sick.
Yes.
I was getting over it. Lauren was starting to get
Yes.
sick. I think that totally, our palates were a mess
They were
day.
poop.
Yeah.
Your palates were garbage.
Now, are either of the new Red Label individual recipe single barrels, in your opinion, of the two we've had now, are they better than the old single barrel?
No.
Okay. I would say for me, no. I would say the OESK was close. I thought it was much better than the OBSF.
I agree.
But I would say if I was gonna rank them, they would go 1, 2, 3.
I agree with that completely.
So I guess.
And this is a far second for me. Like, if you're asking me which Four Roses I'd like, I'm going to say give me the original.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would agree. And you can still get the original. Like, this single barrel is still out there, and I probably would be inclined to reach for that one too. I still want to get the OESO and try it against the single barrel.
Definitely.
And I guess my recommendation to people would be, if you're interested in these, if you know there's a recipe because you've had the barrel strengths and you know a recipe that really hits for you, by all means, grab it of the three that are out right now.
Sure, right.
But I would say try these before you buy them. And if you're kind of like on the fence, just go with the old school.
Just go with the old school.
Yeah.
So,
all right, let us know in the comments your opinion of these. If you've tried them, do you like them better? Do you like the old school single barrel? What's your favorite recipe? Let us know down in the comments.
And what'd you think of this format with
Yeah.
the insertion of
like a double tasting.
It was
pretty
exciting.
wild.
Yeah. We did a tasting within a tasting. It's like Inception here at Bourbon School.
All right, tell them what to do.
If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell for notifications.
So you never miss another episode of Bourbon School.
And cheers with the
Cheers.
original.
Original, OG.
OG.
Cheers.
Cheers.